players in attendance will receive a Timberwolves dance team poster. Timberwolves fans, I was promoting the first calendar giveaway is almost here. Come to the game in the first 10,000 goals.
And here we are again with MP, possibly on track to set the single-season assist record. John Stockton's held the top 4 single-season records, and now MP may be on top of the mountain before this game. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. And there's certainly an added challenge, right, Clark, in the second game of a back-to-back.
And you always wonder in that case, could fatigue play a role in deciding this game? You know, back-to-backs are hard, but there's no excuses. Everybody has to play them, so you deal with it and make the most of it.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. The guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. Bogdanović out there with Trendon Watford. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Howard down with both hands.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Schroeder passes to Thomas. Over Edwards. Bogdanović wide open. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Bogdanović has got his second bucket.
And you let Bogdanović just catch and shoot like that, he'll make more than he misses of those.
Dozier passes to Edwards. And another assist for him.
Great passing from him all season long as he continues his march on the record books.
He's now tied, Greg, for the second most assists in a single season. Utterly phenomenal.
And to be putting up assist totals equal to John Stockton is something special. Records people thought may never be touched.
Nice play there from Bogdanović. Had the defense at a disadvantage, and he struck.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Dozier. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Pass to Edwards. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Watford. It's Thomas on the wing. Last game with 30 points.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
6 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Claxton, no good.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Here's Conley. No good that time. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Bogdanović finds Watford. Here's Schroeder. It's rebounded by Dozier. Timberwolves trail by 3. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Pass to Watford. Thomas feeling it out a bit. Over Edwards. And the shot is long. Minnesota with the ball. And you want to talk about winning recipes? These guys have it. 21 wins in a row. That's right, 21.
This team, I tell you, is doing a heck of a job actually putting their name against some of the best names in the NBA's history when you talk about winning streaks. I mean, these kind of streaks did not happen often, and there's a lot going right for this group right now.
The Nets with the lead. Thomas dishes to Schroeder. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And here's Bogdanovich for three, and the Nets miss again. And he drives in, and here's Conley out, and again another assist.
And with that assist, he continues this season of excellence.
Now up to number 2 on the all-time assist list. What a playmaker.
It used to be all Stockton in the top 3 for most assists in a season, but now there's a new face. Incredible to pass the 1,134 assists Stockton had back in 1990.
Pass to Edwards. Three-pointer. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Didn't take Edwards long to get those 3 points back. Right back at you.
It's Thomas on the wing. 11 feet away. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Thomas got 5.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Dozier can't get it to go. Brooklyn's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Thomas passes to Schroeder. Back to Thomas. Down low, here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
Can't be thrown any better. That bounce pass hit him right in stride.
Here's Dozier, and then he jams it down right on top of Bojan Bogdanović.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Back to Edwards. Over Thomas. Edwards can't hit.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Schroeder. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Dozier's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. There's the 3, and Edwards is good for 3. Edwards got a couple of threes now in the first for the Timberwolves. Pass to Watford. It's Thomas outside. It's rebounded by Dozier. Dozier's got his 6th rebound on the night. Drives to the hoop. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Outside Thomas. Over Edwards. Thomas, no good. So for the Timberwolves, their last game, a win against Memphis.
You know, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanović. Thomas got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And the vision there from Bogdanović. He's skilled.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Randall. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Edwards. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley. Nets trail by 3. Simmons finds Hayes. Finney Smith with it. The Nets working the ball around now. Whitehead passes to Finney Smith. Now Schroeder. Back to Finney Smith. Off target from outside. Timberwolves leading by 3. Pass to Ingles. Pulls up on the wing. And that one, good.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
A 3 for DiVincenzo. And the 3 ball is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Count it, good. Whitehead's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, Simmons is so intelligent in these screen and rolls. A fantastic decision maker.
Here's Dozier. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Now here's Schroeder. Defense is right there. Can't connect from short range. In the corner, Dillingham with it. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Covered by Hayes. Shoots the 3. And DiVincenzo is good for 3. And it's a 9-point Minnesota lead.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
That's already 5 made triples in the first quarter. What a start.
Here's Dillingham. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Schroeder outside and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Brendan Watford comes in for Dennis Schroeder, and it's Williams in for Whitehead.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Hayes the pass to Watford. 17 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Simmons can't get it to go.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
They've got Dillingham. Julius Randle is out there with Slim. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Reed in at the 5 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Dozier. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And Simmons slams it in.
I think this is what Simmons loves to do more than anything. When he's looking to score, he wants to get all the way to the rack.
Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
Just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, Slim in the last outing against Memphis was dominant. He contributed 51 points, and what a game it was, posting a triple-double. Put on a show. Those were ridiculous numbers he put up. We'll see what he has in store for an encore. Can't wait to see. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him.
Here's Dozier. He's got 20. Conley left side. Over Simmons. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got his second bucket of the night.
Nice to see Conley receive the dime for one. He's normally the one dropping dimes.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now here's Hayes. Edwards defending. The three. Hayes, no good. Timberwolves leading by 17. Here's Dozier. Reed. And a missed layup. To the middle. Here's Hayes. And he can't bank that one in.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
A nice shot by Dozier.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
And Simmons kicks to Hayes. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Hayes has got 5 points in the quarter.
Good awareness by Simmons. He's so good at reading the defense and finding a shooter and setting him up perfectly.
A nice shot by Dozier. Nets trail by 18. Hayes with it. 5 points in the game. From outside the arc, Minnesota with the rebound. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by...
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that. Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert comes in for Naz Reid. And it's McDaniels in for Randall. Just 5 on the clock. Milton kicks to Finney-Smith. Pass to Simmons. The tray. Gobert pulls it in.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Dozier. Claxton covering. Here's Edwards. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Edwards got 10 points in the game.
Nice mid-range J from Edwards there. He's obviously not too concerned about what the analytics say about that shot.
Now here's Simmons. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Atlanta.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Enzo Thomas will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end, just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it, so you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
Here's Minnesota. They're on a 17-7 run.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Claxton finds Thomas. Nails it from the high post. He's got 9.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
Pass to Conley. Here's Dozier. Outside Edwards. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
And the first time out. Call to the game for Brooklyn. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
And I really think they've got to find a way to produce easier baskets. I mean, whether they do it by running in transition or getting to the free throw line, they don't want a repeat of that past performance.
Some changes here for the Timberwolves. Ante DiVincenzo comes in for Edwards. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley. The Nets also changing it up. Trendon Watford's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Bogdanovich comes in for Shake Milton. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Ben Simmons. Schroeder passes to Thomas. That's tipped. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Schroeder.
This is the Gobert effect defensively, able to alter shots with that great length.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And Greg, talk about a guy who can create for himself. Dillingham can already score on elite defenders.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of that is his footwork. You can see the hours he's put into it. And then add in the body control and quickness. Good luck slowing this young man down. Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Bogdanovich dishes to Schroeder. Lets the 3 fly. Bogdanovich, no luck. Minnesota's going to sublime 4 of 4 from three-point range since we've gotten in here in the second quarter. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Pass to Dozier. Back to DiVincenzo. And a miss there on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you. Back to DiVincenzo. Over Thomas. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Brooklyn's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Pass to Claxton. A 3 from Bogdanovic. Good on the three-point shot. Bogdanovic has got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead. And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
DiVincenzo against Thomas. 12 seconds left here in the second. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's Minnesota in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Let's hear it for the participants.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
When I look at Brooklyn, they're not going to make the playoffs. We knew that. But they did show glimpses of what they could eventually be. Unfortunately, all of that will have to wait till next year.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
The three-point chances have been there for them, and they've taken advantage.
Just watching the game, not even looking at the scoreboard, you can tell they're the better team tonight by a mile. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Slim having a dominant impact in this game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Setting the floor for the Nets. The guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. Watford out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Bogdanovic in at the 3. Here's Watford. Off target from three-point range.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Schroeder passes to Watford. And here is Thomas. Nets passing it around. And here's Bogdanovic for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Schroeder. Pass to Watford. No good on the shot.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half, 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Here's Dozier, and then he jams it down right on top of Bojan Bogdanovic.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Here's Thomas. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Thomas got 13 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Score the basket. Number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Out left of the wing. Here's Watford. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 4 assists in the game. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
It's Thomas outside. Minnesota with the rebound. Dozier's got rebound number 15 here tonight. For 3, Edwards. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Bogdanovich finds Watford. Back to Bogdanovich. Here's Schroeder. Minnesota with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Pass to Bogdanovich. It's Thomas on the wing. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. A moment here now to see the numbers for him.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved. A sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And it's Schroeder missing.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Boy, a major impact being made by Bogdanovich offensively. He's making it happen out there.
Dozier, and he banks in the layup. Dozier's got 45 points.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Outside, Bogdanovich. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 6 assists here tonight.
Boy, he's such a gifted shooter. You can't give Bogdanovich any breathing room. Otherwise, he'll hurt you.
Good work there as it goes.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Top of the key, Watford. Schroeder with a screen on Randall. And that one, good. Watford's got his second basket of the night.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Here's Dozier. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Outside, Edwards. Cranes the three-pointer. Edwards got 18 points.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Anthony Edwards is a classic two-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Watford passes to Schroeder. Back to Watford. To the inside. Here's Thomas. Another shot. Randall grabs the board.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Back to Thomas. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. He's got 15. Minnesota's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Dozier. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And here's Edwards from the arc. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch now, he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. Again, Thomas missing. Timberwolves on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. Offensive rebound. Dozier kicks to Edwards. Connects. From three-point range. Edwards got 17 points here in the second half.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Thomas. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Dozier's. The Timberwolves shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. Some changes for Minnesota. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Julius Randle. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. To the left side wing. The Nets working the ball around now. Inside, here's Simmons. Nice touch on the bank shot. Simmons got 8.
The interior game of Simmons is rock solid. When he gets a matchup he likes, he knows exactly how to exploit it.
Here's Dozier. Guarded by Simmons. Dozier can't get it to go. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Finney-Smith. Fires the 3. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 5th assist in this one.
I think that's one of his specialties, really. Finney-Smith is out there to defend at a high level and knock down 3.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Pass to Simmons. To the paint, looking for Finney-Smith, and he gets it there.
Really love how active Finney-Smith is. Exceptional job cutting to the right spot in the pick and rolls.
52 seconds left in the third. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. No good on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Dozier. Non-stop scoring machine here. Hands it from downtown.
Boy, the points really accumulating from three-point range. He had 9 from distance in the first half, and he seems to only be getting better.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Here's Dozier.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
He's been punishing them at the line in this one, going 7 of 8.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Dillingham is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Slim, and it's Joe Ingles, and it's Garza in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. The Timberwolves shooting just phenomenal here tonight, 73% from the field. Here's Dozier. And over the last few years, Clark, we have seen an explosion of talent from Canada.
Tell you what, you go back to the mid-2000s, Steve Nash is winning those back-to-back MVPs. That's certainly part of it, but I really think a generation of players picked up the game, seeing guys like Steve Nash, and then the influx of great Canadian collegiate players going on to NBA success has certainly continued to keep that pipeline going.
Pass to Clowney. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played, and stolen by Dillingham. Here's Dozier, and he lays it straight in. Dozier's got 55.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Now here's Simmons. He's guarded closely. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. Another possession, another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. Now here's Hayes, defended by Alexander Walker. Simmons passes to Finney-Smith. Now here's Williams. Shot clock at 6. Takes a 3. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And Brooklyn making a change here. Johnson's checked in.
Number 45, Keon Johnson.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Pass to Ingles. Here's Dozier. We've seen the league, Clark, crack down on physical play more and more over time.
You know, I think in general that's a good trend and direction and change. The game was extremely physical and rugged in the early 80s and even into the early mid-90s. But things change, and I think the change is for the better. It's about player safety and protecting players. So I think it's a good thing overall.
Alexander Walker on the wing. Here's Dozier. Clowney pulls it in. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Johnson surveying the floor. Here's Simmons. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Sometimes you just have no way of stopping Simmons on the interior. I mean, he's a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
Minnesota making a switch here. McDaniels checked in. Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for the Nets. to McDaniels. Here's Dozier. Back to McDaniel. Over Finney-Smith. And another assist.
And he has his eyes set on that season assist record with every pass he makes.
Already, GA, he has the second most and now continues to march towards that top spot.
And he continues to climb up the John Stockton ladder, past Stockton's second and third place marks for most assists, and all that's left is the top spot.
Here's Clowney. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Out to the wing. Here's Dillingham. Misses the three. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Thomas passes to Hayes. Clark, I've always heard that every team when on the road will have a team dinner.
You know, that's typically a practice that most teams employ, and those dinners are memorable, especially if the food is good. But more than the food, I think, is the camaraderie and the bonding that takes place when you break bread together, coaches and players.
Here's Ingles. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. And here's Hayes. Pass to Finney-Smith. Out to the right wing. Here's Clowney. And rebounds again.
He's been able to put up some dominant rebounding numbers and now ranks 3rd all-time in blocks for a rookie season.
He's got the strength and the athleticism and the effort needed to be an elite rebounder for sure for years to come. Thomas against McDaniel. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaden McDaniels. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Thomas. And Clark, if you look at the NBA's draft combine, prospects now required to participate in drills and in other testing to be eligible for selection.
I like that, Kevin. I really do. I mean, it's part of being a professional. You can't just opt out of things because your agent says you should or you don't feel like it. This is a professional business, so there should be some standards and accountability. And I think it goes hand in hand with the push for parity. It ensures equal access to the information that will enable all teams to make informed decisions on draft day. So I like it. I really do.
And his offensive struggles continue.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Now Watford. Pass to Thomas from 18 feet away, and the jumper falls for him.
Assist goes to Watford.
Ingles with the ball. Here's Dozier. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Dozier's got 59 points. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Back to Schroeder. And the 3 off target. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Hits it again. Wow.
Make that 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Clark, the NBA has seen some iconic personal rivalries over the years. And I'm sure you remember most of them.
Yeah, I do, even those that I wasn't part of as a young basketball player growing up in Cleveland watching. But I read a lot about them, Wilt and Bill Russell, the Celtics and the Lakers and all of those great teams. Obviously, high school graduate of 1979, the Bird and Magic rivalry, easy answer for anybody around my age. And then you think about Isaiah Thomas, who was in my high school class, and then Michael Jordan. Those Pistons-Bulls rivalries were pretty intense and must-watch TV. So there have been a lot over the years.
Goes up at the stripe. That doesn't go either for Schroeder. Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Pass to Alexander Walker. Good on the triple. Alexander Walker's got 6 here in this quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Minnesota.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And it's pretty incredible when you look at the body of work this year, guys. I mean, when they hit 70 wins, we were astounded. And then now, the wins continuing to pile up in what's been truly a remarkable and special season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Slim.
You know, getting a triple-double isn't easy because I never had one of those, but somehow he made it look easy, just showing you how versatile his game is.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Thomas. It's deflected. Here's Dozier. He's guarded by Schroeder. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And, boy, they really put in a